The world is changing faster than ever before. What worked yesterday is already becoming obsolete today. In this new reality, the old idea of a manager is no longer enough. Being a manager once meant you were the boss. You had a title, you had an office, you told people what to do and they did it. Your main job was to maintain order, to keep the system running smoothly, and to ensure that the numbers on a spreadsheet looked good at the end of the quarter. This model was built for a world that was predictable and slow. But that world is gone. Today we need more than just managers. We need leaders. Relying on management alone is like trying to navigate a stormy sea with a map of a calm lake. It simply doesn't work. The old tools of control and command are failing us. A manager focuses on the how and the when. They are experts in processes and policies. They are skilled at organizing tasks and measuring output. These are valuable skills, without a doubt, but they are incomplete. They miss the most important part of the equation, the human element. They fail to inspire the heart and engage the mind. In a world crying out for innovation and passion, just managing the process is a recipe for mediocrity and eventual failure. Think about the challenges we face today. We have global competition, rapid technological shifts, and a workforce that craves purpose. People no longer work just for a paycheck. They want to be part of something bigger than themselves. They want to contribute, to grow, and to feel valued. A manager who only cares about hitting targets cannot fulfill these deep human needs. They might get compliance, but they will never unlock true commitment. This is why we see so much disengagement in workplaces around the world. People's potential is being wasted because they are being managed, not led. The call of our times is a call for leadership. It is a call to move beyond the rigid structures of the past. It is a demand for individuals who can see a better future and inspire others to help build it. We need people who can connect with others on a human level, who can ignite a fire within their teams, and who can create a culture of trust and creativity. This is not about a title or a position. It is about a way of being. Leadership is an action you take, not a role you are given. The transition from a manager to a leader is the single most important journey any professional can embark on today. The old model of management was built on a foundation of control. The manager was the central point of power. They held all the information, made all the decisions, and dictated all the actions. Their primary job was to react to problems as they arose, putting out fires and keeping the ship from sinking. Their world was defined by numbers, reports, and efficiency metrics. They managed people as if they were cogs in a machine, easily replaceable and purely functional. This approach creates an environment of fear and dependency, where people are afraid to make mistakes or challenge the status quo. It stifles creativity and kills initiative. This old way is fundamentally limited. A reactive manager is always one step behind. They are so busy dealing with today's crises that they have no time to think about tomorrow's opportunities. They are stuck in the details, unable to see the bigger picture. This focus on control and numbers creates a transactional relationship with employees. It becomes a simple exchange. You do this work and I will give you this reward. But human beings are not transactional. We are emotional, aspirational creatures who thrive on connection and purpose. When you treat people like numbers, you get work that lacks soul and passion. The great shift required of us is to move from control to connection. This means letting go of the need to have all the answers and instead learning to ask the right questions. It means shifting from being a critic to being a coach. A true leader understands that their primary role is not to command, but to serve. They serve their team by removing obstacles, providing resources, and creating an environment where everyone can do their best work. They are proactive, not reactive. They spend their time anticipating the future and preparing their team for what's next, rather than just cleaning up messes from the past. This transformation requires a deep inner change. It begins with self-awareness. A leader must first understand themselves, their values, their strengths, and their blind spots. From this place of awareness, they can then connect with others with genuine empathy. They listen more than they talk. They seek to understand the dreams and fears of their people. An inspiring example is Ratan Tata. He led with a quiet strength built on deep empathy, famously visiting the families of all employees affected by the 26/11 Mumbai attacks. He showed that leadership is about caring for your people as human beings first. To make this profound shift from manager to leader, you need a new set of tools. These are not tools you can buy, but habits you must cultivate. The first and most essential tool is awareness. This means being fully present in every moment. It's about paying attention to your own thoughts and feelings, and also being attuned to the energy of your team and your organization. A leader who is aware can sense a problem before it becomes a crisis. They can notice a team member who is struggling and offer support. This awareness is a superpower in a distracted world. You can build it through simple practices like daily reflection or mindfulness. The second tool is the art of asking powerful questions. A manager tells, a leader asks. Instead of giving solutions, a leader asks questions that help people find their own answers. Questions like, what do you think is the best way forward? Or what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Unlock potential and build ownership. This shows that you trust your team. It empowers them to think for themselves and take initiative. This approach creates a culture of learning and innovation, where everyone feels like a valuable contributor. It moves the focus from one person's intelligence to the collective genius of the entire team. Next is the tool of influence, which replaces the old weapon of authority. True influence has nothing to do with your job title. It comes from your character, your integrity, and the trust you have built with others. You influence people by living your values, by being an example of excellence, and by communicating a vision that resonates with them. When people are influenced, they follow you because they want to, not because they have to. This is the difference between engagement and compliance. Great leaders like the late APJ Abdul Kalam influenced a generation not through power, but through his humility, wisdom, and inspiring vision for India. Finally, a leader must learn to balance hard data with soft intuition. Data and metrics are important. They tell you what has happened. But intuition, that quiet voice inside, tells you what could happen. Leaders are not afraid to trust their gut feelings, especially when facing complex, uncertain situations. They gather all the facts, analyze all the numbers, and then they listen to their inner wisdom to make the final call. This blend of logic and intuition allows them to make bold decisions that a purely data-driven manager would be too afraid to consider. It is the art that separates good managers from legendary leaders. Becoming a leader is not a destination you arrive at one day. It is not a certificate you earn or a promotion you receive. It is a continuous, lifelong journey of growth, learning, and service. The moment you think you have mastered leadership is the moment you stop being a leader. True leaders are humble. They know they don't have all the answers. They are perpetually curious, always seeking to learn from everyone and everything around them. They read books, they seek out mentors, and most importantly, they learn from their own mistakes. They see every challenge as an opportunity to become better. This journey is not just about professional success, it is about personal evolution. As you develop the qualities of a leader, empathy, vision, courage, and integrity, you become a better human being. You build stronger relationships not just at work, but in every area of your life. You become a better parent, a better partner, and a better member of your community. The work you do to become a leader is the most important work you will ever do. It is the work of becoming the best version of yourself, so you can help others become the best versions of themselves. The ultimate purpose of leadership is to create a positive impact. It is to leave people, organizations, and the world better than you found them. A manager's legacy might be a record of profits and efficiency. A leader's legacy is in the lives they have touched and the potential they have unleashed. Think of leaders like Verghese Kurian, the father of India's White Revolution. His leadership didn't just build a dairy giant, it empowered millions of farmers and transformed rural India. His legacy is not in the numbers, but in the positive change he created for society. So I invite you to begin your own journey today. You do not need a title to lead. You can start right where you are, in whatever role you have. Start by practicing deeper awareness. Start by asking more questions and giving fewer orders. Start by connecting with your colleagues on a human level. Start by showing up with a desire to serve and to make a positive difference. The world is in desperate need of more leaders. It is in need of you. Embrace the journey. Step up and lead. Your contribution matters more than you will ever know.